guys, welcome back. It's Catherine, and today we're going to talk about some quarantine favorites that I have, or things that I've done in this quarantine COVID-19 time that have really helped me, and I hope they help you too. Just things you can do to either pass the time, to lower stress, or just stay sane during this time. Usually these favorite videos that other YouTubers have done are about things you can buy, and those things you can buy are very expensive and sometimes they're cheaper. But in this video, I'm really gonna try to show you things that are free or under $25. Some of them will be more expensive investment things that you can choose to make that investment in, but most of them will be either free or low cost. Something I've been doing recently that I have found super helpful is having like themed nights or themed dinners, or even times of the day. This could be on Friday you rent a movie, or you watch a new movie that comes out on Netflix. Maybe you do bigger breakfasts on Saturdays where you have orange juice and coffee and some kind of pastry and eggs and bacon, and you do breakfast tacos, whatever it is. Just something to make each day feel a little bit different. I definitely feel like I'm living a little bit in Groundhog's Day. While you're working, for most of us, I think it feels pretty normal. You have set meetings throughout the day and it's pretty paced out, but after work or before work or during the weekends, like there's not a whole lot to do. So creating like some kind of theme around a given day or like a special activity you do on that day can really help break it up and make it not seem like the same day every day. You also might do something where you do takeout like 1 or 2 days a week, and it's a given day of the week, and it's something to look forward to. Like these themed activities or things, like while it seems pretty lame, I agree, it gives you something to look forward to because right now there's not a whole lot, and it's just something to kind of spice it up. Working out is kind of tough. I know that you're allowed to go outside, but I just, after they told us no masks and then now we need masks, it just doesn't seem good. It just doesn't seem ideal to go outside. So I've been using this app called Active, and I really enjoy it. This isn't sponsored or anything, but I actually got this app like a year ago, and they had a really good deal on it when I was getting it. It was like $50 for the whole year, and it's like Netflix for workouts. And so you go on and there's yoga classes, and it's all audio based. And so usually when you do a workout class on YouTube, like you have to watch the visuals. These audio based classes, like they do give you a few like samples of like what the moves are, but the instructors are really good at telling you what to do so you don't get lost in the workout, and you can just put your headphones in, do the workout, and they're done. Most of the workouts are between 15 and 45 minutes, where the ones I do are usually like 15 to 30 minutes, but they're super quick. They definitely get your heart rate up, and it's just something, again, to boost the mood, to change it up. But even if you're just doing the meditation or the yoga, like they're very calming. Just like everyone else in the world, I do have Animal Crossing, and I bought the Switch just so I could play Animal Crossing, and it was like 400 bucks or whatever to get this game because you need the console and then you need the app. Let me tell you, it was a great investment. This is something that definitely keeps me entertained when I don't really want to do anything, and I don't know. I like Animal Crossing. I've always been an Animal Crossing fan. I haven't played it in a very long time. The last time I played it was like the GameCube version, and I had figured out the cheat where you put the GameCube controller in the other port, and then you press certain buttons, and then it got you bells. That's when I should have known. Maybe software development's the way to go. If you guys want a tour of my town, let me know, but that's a pretty big investment if you don't already have the Switch. If you do have the Switch, it's only like 60 bucks, which is still a lot of money, but considering how much it's entertained me in the quarantine, and you could easily go out and spend 60 bucks on a dinner or a movie or drinks at a bar, like definitely worth the investment. Another thing I've been doing is a lot of reading, and so I do have some book recommendations for you guys. The first book is The Huntress, and so this one is by Kate Quinn, and it's a little long, but it's about life in post-World War II. There's this amazing character named Nina, and she is a pilot, and it kind of goes a little bit through her life, but it's also a little bit of a murder mystery, and I just was obsessed with this book. It was a little hard to get into, but once you're into it, like the character development is just so good. This is definitely a good one, and usually like you can go online and find PDFs, which I'm not going to recommend you do, but now that I work as a software developer, I love having the book and being able to read the physical book. But I'm sure it's available on all your ebook platforms, but this, or even through Audible, but The Huntress, I really enjoyed this one. It's also pretty funny, so definitely check out this one. And when you're done with that one, you can read Daisy Jones and the Six. This one is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I am in the middle of it right now. I'm almost finished with it. Like, I am reading it so fast because it's really interesting. It's about this rock and roll band in the 70s. It is a fictional rock and roll band. When I tried to look up the music on Spotify, of course, it did not exist. It's about a fake band, but it's written so well that like you think this band exists. But it's basically about this band, how they came together, how they wrote their songs and got their album together, and what it's like to be on tour, and all of these different components and family life. A lot of really funny, interesting characters in this one as well. This one is a Reese Witherspoon book club pick. Again, you could read it through Audible and do an audio component to it. You could buy the actual book and read it physically, or you could do an ebook option. It's something to do besides watching TV, and it's kind of interesting. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever had this problem, but when I'm watching Netflix, like, the shows move like very slowly sometimes, and like I want to watch the show, but then I'm on my phone and then I watch the show. And something that I found really helpful is doing some kind of art thing while watching TV, whether that's working on a puzzle or coloring or something like that, but kind of slowly creating something while I'm watching the show. Like Sabrina and the Teenage Witch, I'd never seen that until the quarantine, and it's an interesting show, but it moves so slowly. You're like, like I don't want to sit here and watch, you know, 30 hours of this just watching it. Like I need, maybe it's just my lack of attention span, but I feel like I need to be doing something while I'm watching the show. So I'll do one of these art things. One thing I've done more often is they have these, like, essentially, you know, paint by numbers. Like you go in and they'll say 1 is this light blue, and then you paint all of the ones with that light blue. They have these like 5D dot things, and so I'll show you. There it is. So you see all of these little dots. So under each of these dots there was like a number, and they give you like a bag of each color dot, and then you put it on that number or letter within this thing. And so obviously like this is very tedious and not for everyone, but recently I sat and I would put these dots, and they have like a glue that you use and all that. So the dots are stable on that, like they're glued on, so it's not just gonna like fall apart. But I don't know. It definitely took a while and was a longer thing to do, but having like something to do while watching TV, I don't know. I'll put some links to some puzzles and to this like 5D dot thing along with links to the books in the description. It'll be under my Amazon page, and you can go there if this is something that you're interested in. Alright, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, or if there's anything specific content-wise you want to see from me during this quarantine time, let me know down in the comments. Stay safe and stay inside. See you soon.